September 26th meeting of the Shawnee County Board of County Commissioners. I'm Aaron Mays. I represent District 3, currently serving as chairman. On my left is Commissioner Bill Rippon, representing District 1. And on my right is Commissioner Kevin Cook, representing District 2. Good morning to both of you.
Morning.
Good morning. Madam Clerk, first item, please.
First item is item 3, consent agenda.
We've got 2 items on the consent agenda today. If there's no objections, I would move for approval.
Second.
Okay, got a motion by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 4, new business. A, County Clerk number 1, consider all voucher payments.
Okay, there are no out-of-the-ordinary items to note this week. Our total vouchers as of September 23rd, 2022, $524,918.69 total vouchers. There's no questions or comments. I would move for approval of the vouchers.
Second.
Got a motion by Commissioner Rippon, second by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Item A2, consider correction orders.
I'll move approval of the correction orders.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Item B, Department of Corrections. Number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C287-2022 with Kim Image for a chemical mail scanning system at the Adult Detention Center for a cost of $194,435 to be paid from the fiscal year 2022 Detention Fund and Inmate Wellness Fund.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tim Phelps, Department of Corrections. This item is another step we're taking in response to the ever-growing sophistication in trying to get contraband into the detention center. And the latest trend is that they will dip paper or spray paper with chemical compounds that include drugs like fentanyl and others. And then they'll mail in letters. And so this device lets us scan those letters and detect the presence of drug materials on the paper. And so we're asking that we can purchase this and deploy it so that we can take another step to prevent that.
Mr. Chairman?
Yeah.
Several years ago, the department authorized the scanning of the mail so that inmates were not actually receiving their letters. Hasn't that been already in place now for at least 2 years?
It has, Commissioner. What the inmates have realized is that they can have people on the outside manufacture mail items that look like incoming legal mail and have the actual names of attorneys that practice in this area, and so we will just ignore it and open it in the presence of inmates and do no further search on it. And so as we've discovered that that kind of thing is happening, we've had to come up with a more sophisticated way to intervene. So that's what this is partly to address.
So this is adding an additional layer to what we already have in place?
Yes, sir.
Do we, maybe this is the Sheriff's Department, but do we investigate and prosecute the people mailing these letters in? Or?
When we have identified parties who are attempting this and have seized evidence of it, then we cooperate with the Sheriff's Office detectives and pursue charges where we can identify sufficient parties inside and outside. Yes, sir.
Okay. Further questions?
No.
Okay, I'll move approval.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Next item, please.
Item B2, consider the request to use capital outlay funding for additional annex security system equipment. As part of the 2022 budget process, the agency requested capital outlay funding in the amount of $75,000 for the agency's annex security system. This project will use $34,650 of that funding to add new additional cameras, wiring, and additional switch and Ethernet bridge for expansion at a later date.
Good morning, Commissioners. Eve Kendall, Department of Corrections. This request will add an additional 15 new camera views to the outside perimeter of our annex and our work release our work crew building. It will also add another camera to our visitation lobby and wiring for all. And then the switch in the bridge is actually for additional upgrades later down the future when or if we feel they are needed. This is a much-needed request with the addition or the increase in our population. We're putting more people over at the annex. So this will help us maintain a better security and perimeter around our facility. I'll stand for any questions.
Questions?
I'll move for approval.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Item C, Public Works, number 1, consider approval to award bid of 6,500 tons of de-icing salt. Funding will come from the 2022 and 2023 Public Operating Fund, Public Works Operating Fund.
Good morning, Commissioners. Kurt Neaus, Director of Public Works. Yes, with Audit Finance's help, we solicited bids for road salt. We received one bid. Normally, we receive two. I called the one company that did not bid this year, and they said they were having trucking problems. I don't know if that's an equipment issue or a manpower issue, but they did not place a bid this year for that reason. So we received one bid from Central Salt. Central Salt has been awarded the bid for road salt, I think, for the last 5 years. The price per ton, $53.72, represents a $2.70 increase over last year. The bid did meet the specifications, so I'm here before you asking you to approve this, award this bid, and we'll move on ordering and purchasing road salt for this winter. Questions?
Questions?
I would move for approval.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Rippon, seconded by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kurt. Next item, please.
Item D, Elections Office, number 1, consider approval of resolution number 2022-78, designating the 2 electors to be present for the 2020 ballot destruction.
Good morning, Commissioners. Our request for you is to approve the resolution. So just to explain it for a second, the law requires, and we've read the statute, we went over it with several attorneys just trying to make sure we were handling it correctly. We are required to save ballots for 22 months, but at the end of 22 months, we are required to destroy the ballots, and then the law actually requires that we also name two people of approved integrity and good reputation. So we've named 2 people of opposite parties to help us with that process, and we expect to destroy those ballots as required by statute very soon. So that's effectively what that does. I'd be happy to stand for any questions.
Any questions?
I'll move for approval.
I'll second. Motion's been made by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Mays. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thanks.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Item E, Facilities Management. Number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C-288-2022, change order number 003 with Sending Company for 707 Southeast Quincy to extend the contract completion date to October 17, 2022.
Good morning, Commissioners. As stated by the clerk, this change order is to extend the completion date for 707 Southeast Quincy. This is due to the fact that we are still missing 2 electrical buses for 2 breaker panels at 707. I had been in front of you a little earlier requesting an extension for the same reason. 3 of the 5 that we were missing at that time showed up, so we need to wait for the other 2. We're expecting them to show up on October 3rd. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions?
No. Move for approval.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nilda. Next item, please.
Item F, Sheriff's Office, number 1, acknowledge receipt of correspondence from Sheriff Hill regarding the sole source purchase of Thusis, Real-Time Crime Center in the Cloud System, contract C-286-2022, provides first responders with the most advanced data and information at a cost of $225,000, utilizing 2022 budgeted funds.
Good morning, Commissioners. Sheriff Hill, Shawnee County Sheriff's Office. This is a software update integration system for our dispatch center. It will be funded out of our budgetary items. Since Director Rabb has come on board, we've done a deep dive into a lot of the contractual obligations and software that has changed over the years. And we've made some significant savings through dispatch that will mostly fund this out of our budgetary items. So I have a short video here that I'd like to play for you gentlemen, and then we'll stand for questions.
Welcome to Fusus, the industry's first cloud-based, rapidly deployable, real-time crime center. Fusus integrates all major public safety technology investments into a single pane of glass, synthesizing real-time intelligence to enhance first responders' situational awareness and decision-making capabilities. All this information is integrated with the department's 911 dispatch software via a rules-based engine designed to ensure the real-time crime center lives in the hands of agency crime analysts and its field-based users. And unlike other systems, video and alert sharing is completely controlled by the donor location. In an investigation, police can automatically request footage from all nearby businesses at the click of a button. And camera owners can securely share recorded as well as live video feeds to aid in the investigation. Schools may choose to limit video sharing to emergency situations, like an active shooter event. And the camera itself can be shared based on the priority of the call and associated sharing policy. In this simulation, you will see how the Fusus school safety platform can be used to provide end-to-end security. Meet Allison, a student at the Atlanta Technical College. Allison is going about her day when she receives an alarming text message from her friend Tony, displaying a weapon and warning her to avoid the campus that day. Allison immediately forwards the image and text message directly to the campus tips line provided by Fusus. She warns them of an imminent threat. The warning is immediately received by a dispatcher at the campus police department who registers an alert in the system. Unfortunately, in this case, Tony has already arrived on campus. He bursts into a classroom in search of a professor who he has a grievance with. He confronts and assaults an instructor, demanding to know where his target is before leaving in search of him. Luckily, no one is injured. The instructor immediately activates his Fusus alert app, sending a panic alert to dispatch. The alert is received, and the dispatcher immediately sees the location of the alert in Fusus 1. He opens up a building floor plan and activates all nearby cameras in that building. A student in the classroom also manages to take a picture of Tony and sends in a picture tip, alerting the dispatcher that an assault is taking place in her classroom. The dispatcher is able to copy the picture of the threat and sends it, along with location details, to campus police officers. The officers are able to view real-time information about the threat and his location via their Fusus Ops app. Tony continues to search for the professor he is looking for and enters the building's cafeteria. He is caught on camera in that room by the dispatcher, who directs police personnel to his location. The police team intercepts Tony and takes him into custody with no further incident. When seconds count, the Fusus real-time school safety system ties together vital resources to preserve a safe learning environment for students, staff, and faculty. Learn more at fusus.com. The Fusus Real-Time Crime Center in the Cloud is a mission-critical hub that enhances the situational awareness and investigative capabilities of law enforcement agencies, keeping officers and community members safer.
I'll stand for any questions, gentlemen.
Any questions? No? Great. I'll move for approval.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 5, public comment.
I don't have anyone signed up, but is there any member of the public wishing to speak today? Next item, please.
Item 6, administrative communications.
Any administrative communications? There's one.
Good morning, Commissioners. John Landon, Director of Shawnee County Weed Department. Let me get this video fired up here for you. Maybe.
Move back up over here if you need it.
Good afternoon, Shawnee County. John Landon, Director of Shawnee County Weed Department. A little sneak peek into next week's weed for Monday the 26th. It's going to be Cerisa Lespedeza. And so same rules apply as last week and the week before. So log on to Facebook, take a picture, post it, like it, share it, and good luck, and hopefully you'll win. So you'll be winning a gallon of Remedy. It's a Triclopyr product and a weekend rental sprayer. So we hope to see your pictures and hope to see lots of pictures. Oh, there you go. See, I could have done that just without the video, but they wanted me to play the video. I wanted to recap week one's winner, September 12th, was Casey Moore, and September 19th, Jamie Powell Moore for bindweed. So please contact us at the Weed Department, 2044 Southwest Western Avenue, or call us 785-251-6931 to claim your prizes. And that's all I have, Commissioners.
All right, great.
Commissioner Mays, isn't this your favorite weed?
Yeah, it's my least favorite, actually.
Least
Yes,
favorite.
the Cerisa Lespedeza. I've been
Okay.
fighting it a while now. But.
Okay, you just like saying that.
All right, anyone else?
Good morning, Commissioners. Nelda Henning, Director of Facilities Management. I wanted to let everybody know that we have a new email address for facilities. It is facilitieshelpdesk@snco.us. So if people need to get a hold of us for whatever reason, maintenance or just needing moving or help with something else, that is the email now to get a hold of the facilities office. I'll say it again, facilitieshelpdesk@snco.us. Thank you.
Can you send out an email to all county?
I will do that.
That was good. That way everybody has it. I know that a lot of people watch, but not everybody watches, but if you can send that out to all county employees would then have that.
Yes, and the way the system is working is that each one of the the building supervisors will get the email, so that no matter which department or which area is needing help or assistance, all of us will get it. The primary for that department or that building will take care of it. If they're not there or not available, there'll be a backup following. So we're hoping to be more efficient and get things done a little bit quicker. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. Anyone else? Commissioner Rippon.
You know, speaking of emails, I'd like to see maybe department heads talk to your people about making sure they have their phone number and the address book. A lot of times when I look up phone numbers for employees, they're missing, and if that could be updated, that would be great. I think it'd be very helpful for everyone. Other than that, I think OU is leaving the Big 12 not for money, but to get away from K-State.
Wise choice for them.
I think so.
All right. That it?
That's all I have.
All right.
Oh, we do have a Garden Glow still going on, and so come on out. It's a great event.
All right. Commissioner Cook.
I don't have anything today.
Nothing much from me today either. So next item.
Item 7, executive session.
We do not have a need for executive session today, so we're adjourned.